Beleza? Seja bem-vindo a mais um vídeo. Hoje eu vou contar uma história aqui que seria um filme, daria um filme. Estou do lado do Etric aqui, meu amigo. Para você entender essa história, ele conheceu Carlinhos Brown, Caetano Veloso, Gilberto Gil e Marisa Monte. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That's right.
and the tripé, que é o... tripé. Bom, eu vou contar essa história, vocês vão entender como que aconteceu. How you met Carlinhos Brown and he's invited you to go to the...
Okay, so basically what's happening when I was in Brazil, now I don't tell this story very often because nobody ever believes me. Like when I first told you the story, you didn't believe me.
Okay.
Isn't that true?
Yeah.
And I literally had to get you to speak to the person who I was in Brazil with, that I met there. And then you started to believe me. So how I ended up meeting him is I was in Brazil. At the time I was a photographer and a musician. Now I'm just a musician. And I was just looking for people to play with. And I met, somebody told me, a piano player. I met this piano player. I can't even remember how I met him, but I went and found him. And he says, you need to get together with Carlinhos Brown. And I said, oh, okay. And I didn't know who he was. I just figured it was somebody to get together with. So I got his number, and I ended up calling him. And it went from there. The story went from there. I had no idea who he was. I just thought it was somebody who I could play with in Brazil. I had no idea he was a huge star. No idea. So that's kind of how I met him, is I had his phone number, and I called him, and he came and met me at the Forró in Baja. That's how it started.
Resumindo, eles foram para casa lá, ele foi convidado pelo Carlinhos Brown para ir numa festa na casa dele. Ele não acreditou, ele não sabia quem que era Carlinhos Brown. E a mulher que estava fazendo o translate para eles ali, que é
Kim.
Yeah. Ela ficou em choque, falou, nossa, Carlinhos Brown, você não tem ideia quem é Carlinhos Brown, ele convidou para você ir na casa dele e a gente vai na festa na casa dele, lá ele convidou. Chegando na festa, o que aconteceu? Quem estava lá? Who's there?
Okay.
Caetano Veloso.
Caetano was there.
Gilberto Gil.
Gilberto Gil was there. And what's really interesting is after that party, Gilberto Gil invited us to another party at his house. So we went to Carlinhos' place, and that was fun, and it was great. It was amazing. I can't believe it. And the girl that I was with, Kim, who was doing all the translating, she couldn't even talk. She couldn't believe that she was surrounded by all these people. I said, you need to tell me what they're saying.
O interessante é que quando eles foram na festa lá que tava o Caetano Veloso, falaram, nossa, Caetano Veloso tá aqui e tal. Aí o Caetano Veloso morou em Los Angeles. He lived in Los Angeles.
Yeah, they both lived.
Yeah.
Yes, Kim lived in Los Angeles, and Gilberto Gil lived in Los Angeles. So they had a lot to talk about.
Because the Carlinhos Brown doesn't speak English, and the Caetano Veloso, Gilberto Gil, they speak.
Yes.
They speak it really good.
Gilberto Gil's English is great. And I could talk to him. That wasn't really a problem. The problem was, like, when we got to Carlinhos, when he was talking to me, I had to speak through her, because my Portuguese is terrible and his English wasn't so great. So she was very instrumental in us communicating, right?
Tem outro personagem, is another guy, is Tripé.
Tripé.
Tripé is the guys playing the drummer.
Yeah, he played
percussion.
He played in Timbalada.
And Timbalada.
Yeah.
Did
I say that right?
Timbalada. E o tripé, para vocês entenderem, ó, o tripé é o apelido do cara, né? Só que você brasileiro sabe o que significa tripé. E o Etric had no idea about the tripé. Etric, do you know about the tripé? It's a nickname. He said, no, it's like a tripod. It's 3 legs. I said, what the?
I found that out from you years and years after the story. I had no idea. And when we were talking on the phone with Kim, she didn't know either. Because you have to say, did you tell them in Portuguese that you talked to her?
Yeah, tell her. I told her.
Yeah,
she's laughing.
Yeah, you were on the phone with her. So yeah, that was kind of a funny thing to find out afterwards. But it was a really, really great experience, and that was.
Carlinhos Brown invited you to play.
Yeah, we were going to do a show, a Heineken show in Rio, and Unfortunately, in the end, it didn't work out because the producer at the time had another agenda. Like, we went to rehearsals and he was also working on an album at the time, and he had to go away and do this show. And the producer, he just made it very, very difficult for anybody new to get involved because they were trying to get back to do the record. So Carlinhos and I didn't actually do that show together. We never did. But when I left Brazil, we made a good friendship. We wrote each other a letter, saying, best of luck with everything. And it's unfortunate I didn't get to play with him.
Para vocês entenderem, o que aconteceu nessa parte do empresário? O Carlinhos Brown convidou ele para tocar junto com a banda. Você vai tocar no meu show da Heineken lá no Rio de Janeiro, você vai ser o baixista e tal, tá certo. Ele falou, tá ok, eu vou lá então. Mas só que daí chegou o empresário do Carlinhos Brown. O Carlinhos Brown estava gravando um disco na época, naquele momento. E o empresário chegou e falou, Etric, sorry, but...
no time.
No time. Carlinhos Brown ele convida todo mundo e tal, mas só que as coisas não são bem assim. Tá gravando um álbum, tá no meio da gravação de um álbum, tem que terminar esse álbum, já tem um músico certo que vai tocar, então infelizmente você não pode tocar. Fortunately, not that time.
It did. But it was a great experience. It was a great experience.
Of course, yeah, great.
And he's an amazing musician. They're so amazing.
Mas, enfim, aí mesmo assim o empresário falou assim, ó, mas você vai lá amanhã no escritório lá e eu vou te dar um cheque aí pelo seu trabalho aí, tá aqui e tal. Aí que tá uma coisa interessante. Eles foram no escritório para receber o cheque e quem que deu o cheque para eles? A filha do Gilberto Gil, a Preta Gil. Isso há 22 years ago.
Well, it was 1995 because I have all the photographs that I shot and they're all dated. So that was like 1995.
1995 was a
and
long time.
You know what? I almost never told you that story. I almost didn't tell you because I didn't think you'd believe me. So what was interesting is I wrote him a long letter in English and Kim translated it to Portuguese.
Oh, okay.
And he did the same thing. He wrote me a letter and had somebody translate it to English and then he mailed it later.
Carlinhos Brown enviou uma carta pro Etric pedindo desculpa pelo que aconteceu, tal, e essa carta que está na tela aí que vocês podem ler aí. Veja se isso não dá um filme. O cara foi pro Brasil, conheceu o Carlinhos Brown, foi convidado pelo Carlinhos Brown para ir numa festa na casa dele. Lá tava o Gilberto Gil, Caetano Veloso, e recebeu o cheque, era para tocar no show, não tocou, recebeu um cheque, quem que deu o cheque foi a Preta Gil. São tudo pessoas que estão ali no cenário musical do Brasil. E o Etric, you were there, bro.
I was there. I was there.
Maybe one day someone can make a film, a movie. I will make.
You will make the movie.
I will make the movie.
You will make the movie. Awesome.
Ok. Isso daí. Obrigado por assistir e até o próximo vídeo.
Tchau.
Falou.
Falou. Você falou.